Hi and welcome to this video. Today I want to show you some of my favorite activities to do in Rome, Italy. First, let's start with one of the biggest attractions, Colosseum. It is a large arena that hosted events like gladiatorial games. We booked a guided tour and first we went to Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. Roman Forum was once the center of Rome. It was very impressive and exciting to see and very interesting to listen to the history from a guide. It was however very long and it took 2 hours before we were heading to the Colosseum. A little bit too long for our taste, and especially because it was also very hot that day and nearly no shade. Then we finally made it to the Colosseum, and it turned out it was a really good idea to have a guide. The queue with a guide was shorter than the queue without a guide, and our guide was a little fresh, so she just kind of pushed us through and made everything go really fast. Some of the guards were saying something to her, but she just pretended she didn't hear them, and we went forward. So the gladiators were originally prisoners forced to fight, and as the public enjoyed these games more and more, they started gladiator schools, and the owners of the school bought slaves and trained them to become professionals. If you're in Rome, the Colosseum is obviously a must-see. Number 2. Trevi Fountain. The next attraction is the Trevi Fountain. Every day, people throw in coins by using the right hand and tossing it over their left shoulder. According to the legend, if you toss in 1 coin, you will return to Rome, and if you toss in 2 coins, you will find your love in Rome. The money from the fountain is donated to charity. Number 3. Pantheon. Pantheon is the best preserved monument from ancient Rome. It's free to enter and the line outside wasn't that bad and we didn't wait for very long, and we were there in August. Inside it is so beautifully decorated with pretty materials. And here we saw what looked like a Danish flag. Well, of course it wasn't, but it was still very funny since we're from Denmark. Number 4. Villa Borghese. This is a huge park in the center of Rome. The park has multiple entrances. We took the Pincio entrance, which is located near the Spanish Steps and Piazza del Popolo. Here we are at Pincio Terrace, which had an amazing view over the city. There are many different activities to do, including Segway, riding small carts, museum, cinema, zoo, playground, a little train driving around the gardens, and much more. Or you can simply just lay back on the grass and relax. Number 5. Spanish Steps. This is the longest and widest steps in Europe. It has an amazing view from the top. And remember, sitting is not allowed on the stairs. Number 6. Piazza Novana. This is a very popular square in the city center, and it has a beautiful fountain. Once the square was used as a stadium for athletic competitions. Number 7. The Vatican. The Vatican City is an independent state. Here you can visit the Vatican Museum and St. Peter's Basilica. St. Peter's Basilica is free to enter, but be prepared for a long queue. The Basilica is so beautiful and spectacular and definitely worth visiting. I didn't get to see the Vatican Museum, but that is definitely also an option. But this is however not free and you need tickets for that. Number 8. Day trip to Pompeii. We took a bus from Rome, which took us all the way to Pompeii. The bus stopped in a little village where we could buy some breakfast, since we left Rome around 7 a.m. We enjoyed the beautiful view of the landscape from the bus. Then we finally arrived in Pompeii. Pompeii is a city that was once destroyed by a nearby volcano. It was really fascinating to see the city and just learn about its history. Number 9. Day trip to Positano. The same bus that took us to Pompeii led us all the way to Positano. The town is located on the Amalfi Coast and has some breathtaking views. The town was very overcrowded, and with the very narrow street, it was kinda hard to walk around. my advice would probably be to get a boat and enjoy the beautiful view from the water. Number 10. Visit a winery. We booked a wine tasting just a 20 minutes drive outside of Rome. We got picked up at a hotel by a private driver who took us to the vineyard. At this specific vineyard, we didn't really get to see the outside that much, and he didn't show us the wine field, which I thought was a shame. Inside, the decoration was very special and funny, but the wine and the food we got was so good. After finishing, a private driver picked us up again and drove us back to the hotel. This is a little selection of what we did and loved to do in Rome, but of course there are many other amazing things to do in this lovely city that wasn't included in this video. Leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite thing to do in Rome is. And thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!